First of all, really thank you for being here, General. We really appreciate that. This is a difficult time for all of us, and what happened in Poland, of course, understandably raised a certain level of anxiety in Lithuania as well. Every one of us on the eastern flank are facing certain risk every single night. So your support and our joint work is really what matters to make our society safer, to make the eastern border of the alliance safer. We discussed with the Supreme Allied Commander certain measures that we've taken nationally, also certain measures that could be taken additionally on the NATO scope, and also, of course, we discussed a bit the force posture of United States troops, because that is something that we all are very much concerned about. So regarding national measures, just to remind what we've done from our side, because homework is also what matters and what we need to do first of all before asking anything of anyone else. So we significantly shortened decision-making and authorized military to intercept and neutralize targets, and prepared our legislation that could enable safe conduct of NATO forces in the sky without any fear to damage civilian objects in the yet peacetime. We have started national operation to increase detection of threats on the lower altitudes and deployed air defense units supported by mobile groups from the land forces to increase the protection of our eastern border. And we worked on the additional procurement package to increase capabilities to detect and intercept drones, which will amount to additional €500 million. Regarding air defense, we discussed about perception shift from air policing to air defense. And we, from Lithuania's side, we have prepared a position paper, and I'm hoping to discuss it right after our press conference with my colleagues, the three Baltic defense ministers. We are going to have a VTC about that, because we feel that it is time to go from air policing to air defense and have additional capabilities and a different concept. So I presented a Lithuanian position that NATO should conduct air defense mission in our region, and I'm really hoping for certain assessment and certain measures if that would be possible. Of course, it needs additional capabilities such as ground-based air defense assets, sensors, and effectors. We discussed also with SACEUR on the additional deployment of sensors to better detect drones, and we are working on that matter with our allies. Hopefully, we will have some results soon. NATO is ready to support national and regional efforts with a wide range of options, starting with already enhanced intelligence and detection sharing to the future deployments of additional assets and joint specialized exercises aimed to address the new types of threats. And this demonstrates SACEUR's precise and forward-looking understanding of the situation. We are extremely grateful for that. NATO posture management in the context of Zapad exercises and new evolving threats is adequately addressing the situation. So we just have to keep the pace and support SACEUR with timely political decisions from our side. And then, considering the second hat that SACEUR is wearing, the United States, so we discussed our position regarding the posture of United States troops in Lithuania in particular, and on the eastern flank in general. I presented the perception of the deterrent factor of United States troops that it has in Lithuania. It's crucial here to deter Russia, and Lithuania, of course, is providing a great host nation support, so we are hoping to see SACEUR, if his schedule will allow, in the opening of a new infrastructure for United States troops shortly.
Thank you, Minister, and thank you, General, for hosting me here today. It's a real honor to be here on my first visit to Lithuania as Supreme Allied Commander Europe, especially on September 11th. As we remember the events of that day, it's also important to recall what happened in the days that followed. For the first and only time in NATO's history, allies invoked Article 5 of the Washington Treaty, our collective defense clause. Allies made clear that they stood with the United States on that dark day, and they responded to the immediate need in the days after the attack, deploying air capabilities to help defend America's skies. And while Lithuania was not yet a member of NATO at the time, your commitment to our collective defense was clear, as you were among the first to join us in the war on terrorism. And today, Lithuania is a model ally, a strong ally, and a true friend. You are committed to us, and we are committed to you. You recognize that Article 3 of the North Atlantic Treaty is just as important as Article 5. You recognize national and collective resilience is a foundation for credible deterrence and defense. This strength is vital for safeguarding our people. I'd like to take a moment to talk about your commitments. Lithuania is a leader in defense spending, investing over 4% of GDP, and you're not stopping there. NATO welcomes your recent decision to invest 5 to 6% of GDP in defense from 2026 to 2030. This is an example this sets an example for all of our allies and sends a strong message to any potential adversary. Lithuania also contributes to NATO Mission Iraq and the NATO Security and Assistance and Training Mission for Ukraine. And I welcome that Lithuania has decided to increase its troop contribution to KFOR in Kosovo. You've purchased dozens of the latest Leopard tanks from Germany, Lithuania's largest defense procurement to date. And you plan to scale up Lithuania's land forces to deliver a mechanized division and 3 brigades. This will deliver real capability to the alliance. In light of recent events, it's also worth highlighting your work on the political front within the alliance. Your actions have allowed NATO to act as we did decisively in the southern border of Poland in recent days, ensuring the right authorities and rules of engagement were in place. So thank you for that political leadership as well. And just as you are committed to us, we are committed to you. NATO land forces forward, led by Germany, with additional contributions from Belgium, Czechia, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and Norway, are here and growing. Germany will permanently station a brigade in Lithuania. This is a major step to strengthen our deterrence and defense on the eastern flank of the alliance. Thank you for hosting these forces and for all you do to host American forces here as well. Our NATO Force Integration Unit here, which recently celebrated its 10th anniversary, stands ready to facilitate the rapid deployment of additional NATO forces to the region should they be necessary. And NATO's air policing mission, which I again thank you for hosting, provides further protection. Currently, F-200 Typhoons from Spain and Hungarian Jazz 39 Gripens out of Calais fill this mission. They're under the control of Allied Air Command's Combined Operations Center in Germany. Italian F-35s in Estonia are also capable of supporting here in Lithuania or elsewhere. And we're working together closely to protect our population from drones. Following the drone crash in Lithuania in August, and at my direction, Allied Air Command dispatched a team here last month to assess air defenses and provide recommendations back to me. As a result, Allied Air Command is now providing the Lithuanian Control and Reporting Center greater indications and warnings of aerial launches against Ukraine, which could cross into Lithuania. Allied Air Command is aligning this work with Lithuania's national air defense effort, Vilnius Shield, which allows for better integration and deconfliction should NATO assets be required to respond. And Minister, I'd like to personally thank you for the work you did at the political level in your aggressive efforts to ensure that NATO forces have the authorities to engage in defense of Lithuanian airspace and the airspace of the alliance if necessary. We've tested this integration. We did it once last month when Lithuania's Crisis Response Center received a shared picture from NATO during a major Russian attack against Ukraine and passing the alert levels that we were setting in Poland. And of course, this was again tested the night before last. Based on the lessons from these events, we're going to continue to work to improve our ability to defend every single inch of Alliance airspace. Thank you again. I look forward to our continued work together to strengthen the Alliance and to defend the Euro-Atlantic area and its 1 billion people.